We're up to chapter 6. He says, we left off in the last chapter, right, that the person who doesn't have bitachon, he amasses money and fortune for a rainy day, and he doesn't live day by day. So he says, I see fit to describe the various facets of their foolishness and their error in maintaining this attitude. He says there's 7 ways to refute this guy, to show him how you don't have to be worried about a rainy day and take your life day by day, one day at a time. He says that although my discussion may seem lengthy, it's worthwhile. Why? Because it will bring shame and serve as a criticism to people with this attitude so they might improve. He says, "Vehem kat ba'alei mashkonot." Such a people are part of a group that I call solicitors of security deposits. Which inyan kezeh socher shu mocher be'ashray lemi she'eno ma'amino. His approach to Hashem's service is like a merchant who sells on credit to someone who doesn't trust. What do you do when you want to give merchandise to someone who you don't trust? You don't know if he's going to pay you back, so you're scared. So what do? You have to take deposit from him. You have to take a collateral from him, right? So listen, you see that watch on your wrist? Here, give me this watch. So why? He says, I'm going to hold on to this watch until you pay me back the merchandise you took. I feel secure only with this because I'm scared maybe you're not going to pay me back, so I need to have something in my hand in order for it to feel comfortable, to feel safe that you're going to come back and pay me because I know you want your watch back. So he says that's what they do to Hashem also. He says they don't trust Hashem and think that he'll be able to supply for them, that he'll be able, Hashem is like the guy taking the merchandise, and you're scared he's not going to pay you back. You think Hashem's not going to deliver for you. Oh, a rainy day, I need money for rain. I need money in my hand. I need money in the account right now because I don't trust that Hashem could take care of me in 2 days from now. So that's what they're like. He says they're like these people who need securities, who need to take collaterals from the people who are from their customers. He says the footnote over here. Who are the people that advocate such an approach? In this chapter, it's addressed only to a few people who adopt a extreme attitude of holding back from service of Hashem until the needs of their children and grandchildren are provided for. So he says, we learned numerous times, Hashem guarantees to provide the basic needs of every human being as long as he's destined to live. Right? We know Hashem is the one who grants life. The sustenance might not be given in advance though. It only will be there when it's needed. As it says, the eyes of all look to you with hope, and you give them their food in their proper time. Where did we get this preconceived notion that you have to have your wealth and your parnasah way in advance? Hashem has to give you a month in advance all your wealth. You have to have $20,000 at once so you can survive the whole month. Hashem has to give you a year's worth of parnasah in advance. You have to have millions in the account, just like a person who worked a whole year for it, or 10 years for it, or 100 years for it. So he says, who says? Maybe Hashem, we're entitled that Hashem should give us on the day of what we need. Why do you assume? Because in America they taught us, save, you have to have for a rainy day. You gotta invest. Who says that that's the way to live? Where in the Torah does it say that? It says beito. Hashem will give you beito in the right time. Who says how much time is that? So he says, thus a person with absolute bitachon in Hashem does not worry about what he will eat tomorrow, for he trusts that Hashem will provide him for each day's need as it arrives. Nevertheless, most people have not attained that supreme level of bitachon, and they do worry about their needs sometime in advance. And in the pursuit of at least the short-term financial security, many of them sacrifice a portion of their spiritual advancement. They rationalize that for now, they must put all their energy into their business. And when they stabilize, they will strengthen their Torah learning or their communal prayer. In a certain sense, even these people are asking Hashem for security deposit. They know that they're supposed to be serving Hashem. They know they're supposed to be doing more. But they tell Hashem, I don't trust you. I have to work. I have to have some financial backing, some financial security first. And only then I can serve you. So he says, that's not the highest level of bitachon.
What's the difference between like making a vessel for...
No, again, everyone has to make ishtadlut, right? Everyone has to make an effort to make parnasah. The question is, what's my goal with my parnasah? I should be setting a goal that I have to make way more than I need for just today. The Chafetz Chaim, how did he go to work? He used to go to work, open his store. He would calculate how much he needs each day to survive, and for all his needs, that's $500. So he would make $500. He would close whatever time of the day it was. If he made $500, his first customer came in and spent $500, he would close the store 5 minutes into the day. And the rest of the day, he would use it to go serve Hashem. He would go and be busy with other mitzvot. But a lot of people, what do they do? I got to work 9 to 5. Okay, you came to work at 10, at 9. It's 11 o'clock. And you already had 5 customers, and you already made the money that you usually make every single day. So why are you still at work for the next 6 hours, from 11 to 5? So the answer is, I want to make more. Wait, why you want to make more? Why don't you just go home and go learn? No, I got to make more. I got to have money for a rainy day. I got to reinvest. I have new potential business ventures to get into. I need more capital to work with. All these things that he's working more for is to be set up in the future better. But who says that you need to be worried about that right now? Hashem will provide for you when those opportunities come, and that time comes when you need this money for. So Hashem will provide for you also over there. Maybe you'll close your store now. You'll go work in a week from now where you need the money next week. Hashem will send you more customers then, and you'll make that money that you need over there. Why do you need to stay the whole day right now and work for more, even though you already made how much money you need for today? So therefore, he says that's where the person is lacking bitachon. That's when a person is showing that, no, I don't trust that Hashem will give me next week. I want to see it in my hands right now. I need Hashem to give me a deposit right now in order for me to feel relaxed. And he says that's the lacking in bitachon. He needs to keep pushing and growing up the ladder of having bitachon in Hashem. He says, Harishon me'afnei tshuva alav. He's the first of the 7 ways to respond to such a person who doesn't have such strong faith. Shonomar lo will say to him, Ata ish hamistapek b'gzat haboreh, v'she'enu ma'amin begodel atzmoto, asher chashach or sichlo kabar ner tvunato, begover afilat tevato alav atov lach lecha levakesh mashkon. He says, do you doubt the Creator's decree, and you don't have true faith in Hashem's strength? Your intelligence has gone dark and has become extinguished. You've become overcome by the darkness of your bodily desires. And what? And you're going to say it's appropriate for you to request and ask Hashem, give me security, and only then I'll be able to have faith in you? Only then I'll be able to be comfortable? Well, you don't trust Hashem? Why don't you trust Hashem? What did Hashem do to you? Number 5, an intelligent person thinking clearly will not doubt that Hashem manages all human affairs and that He is willing and able to provide. However, when one runs after bodily desires, his thinking becomes clouded and his clarity becomes distorted. So this person displays doubts for Hashem's power. So therefore, it must be that he got compromised by his desires. So you see, why don't you trust Hashem? Because you have a lot of desires. You're getting involved with the yitzhar too much gashmiut, too much physicality. It's clouding your clear thought and your emunah in Hashem. So therefore, he says, who are you to disrespect Hashem by casting doubt on Hashem? Hashem might not deliver, so I gotta make more. What? Money doesn't grow on trees. That's what they excuse themselves. They say, what do you mean? Gotta work? What do you mean? You can't just assume Hashem. What? I'll have bitachon and Hashem will provide for me. They make a joke out of it because they don't really believe in it, and then that's a slighting of Hashem's kavod. And when you tell them, can you give me tzedakah? You know what they say? They say the opposite. They say, oh, you need tzedakah? Oh, I can't help you. I'm sorry. But don't worry. Hashem will never leave you hanging. Hashem will provide for you. Don't worry. Hashem will take care of you. For other people, they say, Hashem will take care of you. But for themselves, no, I don't think Hashem can take care of me. I got to work. I got to make money for a rainy day one day. Next week, who knows if Hashem will give me? I don't know. I don't think so. That's why I got to work extra today, so I'll have for next week. And he says that is disrespecting Hashem. Why don't you trust in Him? Baruch Amen.